Hello everyone, I'm Yongjun
And I'm Patricia.
from Futurepia. I'm one of founders and she's BizDev manager. Today, we see many problems afflicting users of social media service, and as a creator of the very first social network, Cyril, I somehow feel called to action. We think blockchain technology offers a great opportunity for disrupting social media industry. That's why I created Futurepia, a new blockchain for social media. Web 2.0 started with bookmark sharing or photo sharing like Flickr without having proper compensation for content creators. We just passed through Web 3.0 with a service like Facebook or Instagram, still without having proper compensation for personal content distributors. Personal privacy and content copyright are not protected. Think of what happened to Facebook's leakage of personal information. On top of this, users are even exposed to annoying ads and deceived by clickbait fake news. Now, the time has come to build a right compensation model for personal content creators and distributors. With the blockchain technology of protecting privacy and getting rid of fake news and advertisement. This is why so many social media dApps are expected to appear on blockchain mainnet. But for this to happen, we first need to overcome a big obstacle. As you already know, most of well-known mainnet have scalability or security issues. In a social media world, Ethereum should not make users to pay whenever they post or comment, or to wait in the long line to post or comment. EOS should not suddenly kick out your dApp users because of network failure caused by other dApps. EOS should not make startup pay a large fee in advance for expected network cost, which is really hard to predict correctly. That's why we created Futurepia. In the last 3 years, we have successfully developed our own mainnet. Recently, we started selling our independent mainnet to a few customers. And finally, we built our own business model. With our own DDPost mainnet and API service and dApp store for social media dApps, we think we can overcome that big obstacle what social media dApps have with existing mainnet. Our algorithm is based on DPost, but we redesigned it to make it more secure by replacing 4 out of 21 BPs with randomly selected monitoring nodes, block observers. We call it as a double DPost. In each round, block observers are randomly selected from the pool of more than 100 BOs to monitor block producers. This makes the security stronger, protecting BPs from civil attacks and inner collision. A new block is created by each BP and BO according to a preset order in each single round. In each round, but the order is randomly changed in each round to prevent malicious attack. Even though we got 300,000 TPS from a global certification organization, we provide a mainnet for social media dApps only, for scalability and growth issue. We also provide an independent mainnet to a single dApp if it believes it can achieve a heavy traffic from the start. We provide more than 50 different APIs to dApp developers, and some of them are already up and running, like the wallet. We also develop Windows version of BP and BU setup for general coin holders who are not familiar with Linux. In addition, to be developer friendly, we're developing SQL capability for easy database integration. Now, Patricia will talk about token economy and will introduce our partner and teams.
Okay, so dApp developers, this part is for you. So let me speak about our ecosystem. So in our Future BIA ecosystem, we have the BP, the BO, the dApp users, and the Future BIA fund, whose function is to invest on incoming dApps. So if a dApp wants to enter Future BIA, it has to go through an admission procedure. So first, coin holders will vote if whether they want the dApp to enter Future BIA or not. If the dApp successfully passes the voting round, it will go through a pre-sale phase where BP, BO, and the fund can invest in the dApp. After the pre-sale, there will be the crowd sale phase. Here, anyone can decide to invest in the dApp. And then lastly, after this community ICO, the dApp's tokens will be listed in the Future BIA exchange, and it will be possible to exchange them with Future BIA coins and the other way around. This way we hope that both the dApp tokens and the Future BIA coin will raise in value. Let me give you some background information. So we went through a successful initial funding round, and with this ICO, we hope to raise another $60 million. In this occasion, we will be selling our Future BIA coins at a 42% discounted price. So speaking of coins, we are going to issue 22.2 billion coins, and we will allocate 30% of them for this ICO, and another 30% will go to the Future BIA fund. So how are we going to use the proceeds from the ICO? So our plan is to invest 50% of them into the Future BIA mainnet development and maintenance, while the rest of the coins, of the proceeds, are going to support the operations, the marketing, and the legal management. So let's go to the juicy part. So how is Future BIA making money? So at the moment, our main source of revenue is the independent mainnet sale. So there are companies that want to use the Future BIA mainnet, but independently. So these companies can buy the Future BIA mainnet from us, and they will conduct their own ICOs with the Future BIA coins. One of these companies is, for example, J-Cosme, which is a Japanese cosmetic company. Another source of revenue will be coming from the fund's investments in dApp. This is very similar to the Y Combinator model. And then a third source of revenue will be the dApp network usage fee. This is the same as it happens in the US mainnet. So let me speak about our partners. At the moment, we have 3 different kinds of partnerships. We have the so-called infra partners like Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services that provide us with the BP and the BO setups. We then have the B2C partners. These are companies that use the Future BIA mainnet independently and will conduct their ICOs using our Future BIA coin. Among them, we have, for example, Lamborghini and Cow-Eye. Cow-Eye is an online-offline integrated casino in Irving. And third, we have the B2C partners. These are dApps that want to be featured on our dApp store. One of them is, for example, CardioCoin. So CardioCoin is a dApp that rewards runners that exercise running on the treadmills on gyms across the United States. So if you want to receive some money for your sweat and tears, you should check if you're running in the right gym. And then lastly, who is behind Future BIA? We have 2 founders. One is here with me today, Youngjun. He founded the very first successful social network back in the 90s, Cyworld, which inspired Facebook and MySpace. He also was the consultant for Quora, Microsoft Intellectual Ventures, and Samsung. The other founder, Jin Young, is a mainnet tech expert. He has more than 20 years of working experience with database tuning, distributed network, and OS development. He used to work for big corporations like SKT and Samsung. So we hope that with this presentation we raised your interest in Future BIA, and that you will drop by our booth number 419 with interesting questions for us. So please, coin investors and dApp developers, come to us and let's talk about Future BIA. Thank you.
Thank you.